Houston, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the UTEP Miners and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Sweeney pregame. He told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change through the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Longhorns offense as they take control of the football first. We'll take a closer look now at Kalik Lockett. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely working.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game, Torres, just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Manning on play action. Moves to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy has so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to establish the run. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Throwing Manning. The quick game. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Out wide left, it's Lockett. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
The Miners offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game, because this linebacking crew can be exploited. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the... down marker. He's short. And the Miners will call on their punt team. Trying to make one miss. Can they catch him? He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Left side, it's Lockett. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Burrowing for yardage. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Looking for the marker. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Pulls it in. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. The Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
From the gun, the ground game. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Miners will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He takes it at the 45. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Manning. Caught in the backfield, it's Lockett. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. At the 30. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, and defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Miners look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Right side, it's Jones. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Miners moving quickly to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throws quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy QB will look for early and often in this game.
Out wide left, it's Henry. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Miners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Are forced to settle for the field goal. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run it. Shakes off the defender. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, Manning. Back's got it on the screen. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Just feeds the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs.
Just steamrolling the defense. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They got zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Longhorn! Right on the money, makes the grab in the end zone. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
At 3rd and goal, I'm giving it to my playmaker. You let your quarterback make this decision whether he wants to run it in or right here. He sees the opportunity. His guy's wide open, hits him in stride for the easy touchdown.
The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Piles his way ahead. At the 45 on his way. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hits inside. It's Jones. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Miners are in the hurry-up.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few. Timeout taken by the offense as their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got him quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snags it. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He wants to throw it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Second down, gonna throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Miners in the hurry up. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. There he goes. Finally brought down, but what a play. Only to get the... but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Out wide right, it's Lockett. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Wilson open on the right side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Give to the back. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and solid work by the return team on that one. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Second and long here. The give to the back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They need a huge play on third and long. Quick give. Runs through a tackle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distance.
He's going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. And the Miners come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Miners. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now on the counter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They give it to him again. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the ground with the counter. Driven back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here's Arts to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, down on the UTEP sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Grab near the marker, it's Henry. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a
He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Long way to go on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Jones. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Wants to throw one first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Snapped on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that fourth down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They go to the counter. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. In the backfield, it's Keys. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Miners will hustle to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Finds his target. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
Drops back on first down. The quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Henry. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. And the Miners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side is Keys. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He'll get rid of it. He's got it.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is, once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill. The receiver's going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket.
Touchdown, UTEP! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going